I don't know if this is going to work, but we will find out very shortly. Hopefully we will have video and all that other fun stuff, and there you go. I believe I'm live. There you go. It's as easy as that. So now we just need to see if we have video and sound, which we should. And we're going to try a couple of things here. This isn't going to turn out well, I don't think, but I'm going to do the best I can with this. I think I went down the wrong path, and I think you need to see when people mess up too. Kabuki! It's working, she says. Audio and video looks good. Well, I'm on it, so how good can it look? All right, well, you know, we have not done a live painting video in quite some time. Why not? Why not do it, right? The whole idea here was to try to condense this into like a anywhere from 35 to 45 minute type of video, that including my talking, which usually slows us up. But we're going to go down to the table and we're going to take a look at another ugly, horrible creature. And I did some things I think I'm going to mess up on. And the point of the whole video is to kind of, even when I mess up, just try to muster through it. Sometimes not all my ideas work. So we'll see how this works. And if it doesn't, at least you'll learn something not to do. So there you go. So right now, this thing is going to look not very good. All right, so there we go. Oh, better camera angles, huh? There we go. That's what we're trying to do. First things first. Okay, we are doing this creature from Hate. Okay, he for some reason has arms growing out of him and so forth and so on. So let's just kind of talk about what we got going on here. And hold on, let me just adjust something very quickly. There we go. Okay, so right now it looks like garbage. So what I did is I primed everything black. Okay, then what I took was an XV88, which is a paint from Citadel, and used that for the brown areas. Okay, we took our lead belcher for all our metallic areas. Our skin, we went pallid witch flesh. But then what I tried to do was dose everything in a very heavy black wash, because I really wanted to get some of the indentations here to really stand out. Now what I want to do is lighten all this, but I gotta be careful, and I don't know if I can do it if I lighten it too much. I want to bring out some of this detail. Now you can see I kind of just did a little test here. You can never have the hair just black. You kind of want to take like a light gray. Like I'm going to dry brush this guy with long beard gray. So it's going to take a little bit to get this done. So all I'm going to do, because it's a dry paint, and I want to show you inside there. I mean, look at that. So, you know, you just take a little bit here, like so. And then all I'm going to do is take my little napkin here and just kind of use that as my area and get this thing pretty well covered. And I want to hit those areas, and we're gonna try to work some of this stuff out. Now, do I want a heavy coat of it? I don't know. I'm you know, sometimes you get a little lost. So, pallid witch flesh. Let me show you. Because if Kabuki says I'm not saying it right or something, I just want to make sure that. Oh, wait a minute. Is it over here? I believe so. Oh. Yeah, you see, I have a hard time saying that because I can't hear myself. There you go. Name on these paints is something else. This sure is. So we have long beard gray that we're going to work, because that's what I kind of want to do, and I want to work them up. So we're going to work on his hiney first, because we can always fix that the most. Okay, and all I'm going to do is come in here and, oh, look at that thing shine now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boy. Okay, it's not funny. All right. It cracked me up a little bit. And I'm just taking this and I'm really just kind of really working this brush. I'm going to get a good amount in here. And really kind of want to make it a little bit heavier in there. See how that... But I want to leave his crack. So because that brings out some of the detail in the dimension, is leaving the crack of his back end open. And yeah, welcome to my painting show, the new improved painting show, where we're doing butt crack jokes. No, I don't add water to the dry unless they get solid. I kind of like the texture that there are because they're easier for me to control, and I really like how this kind of works. Now, do you see what we're going here? We want to bring out his back end here. We really want that to stand out. We want the dimension that he has big cheeks, but we want to make sure that he has a Morpho. Leave the crack. Kids, leave the crack at home and leave it on the figure. There we go. So we're going to keep on working here. And we're going to work a little bit on this back leg here. Now, this thing, I don't know. First of all, let's turn him up a little bit. Yeah. You guys got in right at the crack of dawn here. Well, you can never say that I take too much seriously. All right. Well, first of all, it's great to have a couple admins in here. So we got Godzilla Lover, Kabuki, Helen. I mean, what more do we know? Eric, how are you, by the way? And again, all I want to do is I really just want to hit this very lightly. I don't want to lose all the detail I worked on. And this is going to take a little bit of time, but that's why we came in here when we did. And that's why I did so much of this ahead of time, because I really want to make videos a lot more simple. As you can see, we're going with, you know, a lot easier way to, where we could walk you through the basics of putting the basic paints on, and we could talk about it. And some, you know, some of these figures that I really, you know, I'm cracking myself up. And I think he's cracked up too. All right, let me just, I'm really working some of this dry stuff into this brush. Once it gets in that brush and it starts working, then we're really going to start. And see how I'm just kind of working those areas. We're going to be using a lot of dry paint here, and I really like what GW has done with the dry paint. The reason being, and the reason I'm showing you this type of technique, because dry brushing is kind of hard. I mean, you could think you take all the paint, but if you're not used to it, these dry paints really help make that connection that we always talk about. See how that shoulder's coming out compared to that shoulder? How now we have that kind of weird skin that we're looking. His name's Phil McCracken. Okay, well, we can go with that. So Phil here, my mom always says the same joke. I got a crack. Oh, God. It's supposed to be a family show, right? Boy, that got out of control real quick. But that's all right. We had a good laugh. And for the people that eventually watch this, or if never watch this, or someday in the future decide to attempt to watch it, I apologize. All right. Well, let me just take a little bit of that off. I had a little bit too much on there. And again, making sure that the strokes do not count. And I kind of sometimes just try to just guide this over a bit. Oh, my faithful companion has come here to lick my leg and then go in the other room. Okay, there we go. That's about the consistency I want on this side. But, you know, even if we get the skin right, we're far from home. That's for sure. This may have to be a two-parter depending on... Well, I spent a little longer on this crack than I wanted to. Hey, Matt, how are you? Zach McCracken. Wasn't that a video game? Mansions of Madness? No, not Mansions of Madness. Mantic Mansion or something like that. We can actually take the same color and just kind of work it into his hair a little bit. I think it's a... And this is a garbage brush. There we go. And it kind of sells well. See? There we go. And we're going to come back here, grab a little bit more. Of course, this brush probably isn't ideal for what I'm doing, but it's helping. Now let's work a little there, a little there, a little there. These arms on this side, that arm has to come and pop. If we don't get this arm to pop, we got a problem here. This hand. You know what? I've got to do something to make sure that I get this camera off the table. I'm sorry for the shaking. I just realized that. But I keep my oops. There we go. Again, it's been a little while since we've done a live video. Alright. Now, I'm not worried about getting on the metallic, anything that's metallic, because we're going to go over that yet again. Alright, let's move to the front part here, because that's the part that really counts. You want to be careful here with his abdomen. You don't want to take things away, but the best part about it is that we can kind of work this in here. Now, the other thing is, I don't mind going over these skulls with this color, because I have an idea for that too. Okay, there we go. There. All the... Man, this guy is just a stone cold killer. Ain't nothing but a stone cold groove. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Kabuki. You know which one that was from. I swear you never have good brushes. Well, I'm always unhappy with my brushes, and that's the beauty of it. First of all, I would love for people to just continually try doing this live and not mess up as much as I have. You know, really making it an organic thing. And just trying, and not, you know, this guy I didn't even kind of plan out. I just kind of went, oh, okay. He kind of bored me. I don't know why. But he was a break from all the soldiers I've done. Or mercenaries, or whatever the heck, the princes and things like that. It was a nice little change for a little bit. But some of these things, boy, oh boy. Zach McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. It was one of LucasArts games. I knew that. But wasn't he... No, he didn't co-star or appear in Mantic Mansion. That wasn't that the follow-up? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Alright, let's spin our boy here. And let's just get a little bit more here. Dutch Yoda. You know, a stream is not successful unless the Dutch Yoda has appeared in all his magnificence and glory and the flowing robes and the fleece. Ugh, it's magnificent. Only some of you can ever experience that. Alright, let's work in here. There we go. I'm trying not to hit these horn things that he has on him. You notice we have like a... we're going to go over that. You're thinking Mantic Mansion. Yeah, I know, but it wasn't Zach the follow-up to it? Here Kabuki and I go on our tangent of old games. I'm really just trying to work this in here somewhere. Somehow, some way, someday. Is that a Marshall Crenshaw song? Someday, some way. Hey Tim, Tim's here. Tim, All right. First of all, let's clean off this brush and let's go with something. Sometimes I was using this one because it's old and nasty, and I'm going to ruin a brush just doing this. But sometimes we have to resort to measures that are beyond our control. Go into the drawer of greatness, because we have over 10,000 brushes, because none of them make me happy. And just maybe a little flat edge here, working that scan. We'll come back to it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there we go. Let's work that in the same spot that we've been working in. Get that brush right. Come on, son. Sorry for the table moving. I'm trying to work my brush. All right. Let's go over these tootsies. Oh, you know, sometimes when you just have a bad feeling and you go, no. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. And bring that up. Bring that back up. Oh, there we go. See, that brush is working a lot better. A lot better. We're getting what we want now. Here we go. Alright, let's start this stream over again. Hi, everybody. This is Rob, and we're painting the front end of this horrid creature. Just in there a little bit. Just a little kiss ever so much. There we go. Alright. Let's work the fingers. Now this is a heavy, heavy black white. I went a little too heavy on it, I think. Only because there was just so much I wanted to see if I could pull out. And I wanted to bring the pallid witch flesh down a bit. I really did. And I think I brought it down too much. So can we bring it back? I think we can. I think we have it within us. I think I can pull a miracle out of this and maybe show you that you can make mistakes and salvage the creature. All right, not everything has to be perfect, for crying out loud. Just be comfortable. Just get back in camera, Rob. Jeez. All right, I gotta stop pushing so hard because I'm making the camera move. So those of you that watch this later, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive the poor camera work. Helen was not able to be here to do the camera work, so we'll blame her. Like I said, always have a scapegoat. If you have a blue thing around you, around your name, well, guess what? You're a scapegoat. If you have a green thing, hey, thank you for supporting the channel, by the way. Thanks for being a channel member. And for me, that is really cool because it helps pay for some of these paints. By the way, you're going to see a review on some Vallejo paints. Oh my God, they are gorgeous and they work perfectly. And they're going to cut so much time out of what you do. I'm really looking forward to it. There you go, little fella. Everybody deserves a little love. I don't care who you are. And now do you see how we've lightened this up so much compared to what it was? So now we can kind of work our way out. Maybe we can keep this to an hour, I think. Like I said, I don't want 2-hour videos anymore. I just can't see people sitting through them. I mean, I always try to watch well, not watch me, but sometimes I'll watch things and go, how did I do there? And then I get bored with myself. If I get bored with me, God, can you imagine if you get bored? I mean, how quicker you're going to get bored with me? So we try to keep things moving. I want to bring out his muscularity. Okay. Let's try a little bit more here. The Blue Wrench Scapegoat Crew. That's what you're going to be called. You are no longer moderators. You are the Blue the Blue Wrench Scapegoat Crew. I like it. It works. We need to patent that. We need to patent that. Helen, you're a lawyer. Patent it. Just around there a little bit, a little here. I might come back with a little XV88 in here somewhere. Alright, now that I got most of that off, I really want to start working this dude's helmet. And I do mean his uggo face. I'm not worried about going over the teeth because we're going to go back over that. But we really, really, really want to kind of grind in here a little bit. Get that forehead shiny. This guy doesn't wear makeup at all. Helen said copyright or trademark patent are for... Oh, God. Okay, now you're giving me a headache. Just fix it, Helen. Just fix it. King Fat, how are you, my brother? Welcome to a live stream. Something we don't do very often. But boy, are you going to see some... All right, I'm going to tell you right now. You guys can all thumb it down till the cows don't come home. But the Tiger and I just got through filming My Little Castle Panic. And for me, I thought it was one of the funniest things I've ever done. I had to do everything I could from cracking myself up. And I don't know. It's either I need help or my grandson and my son-in-law are really going to enjoy it. But then after talking to him on the phone, letting him know that I was going to send him the game, he goes, Grandpa, he goes, is the tiger real? Of course the tiger's real. So now I got to switch it up. He goes, you're always on with the tiger and your arm is always moving when the tiger's moving. I go, oh boy, oh boy. So now I'm thinking of reshooting it and have the Queen play the game with him and the tiger explain it and the Queen play with him and me completely out of the frame. Just to confuse that little kid. I'll tell you, for 3 years old, that kid is brilliant. Hey, Grandpa, when are you going to talk about more dinosaurs? Well, as soon as Grandpa can figure out how to trick you, and Grandpa has to study over and over because he figures it out. You know, he goes, oh no, Grandpa, that's not the name for that particular dinosaur. I go, kid, I'm not that smart. First of all, I can't even say half the names. Ugh. It ain't easy being a grandpa. It ain't easy being a grandpa. Rob, do you have to wash all the minis before you prime them paint? No, Godzilla Lover, believe it or not, I've started using Vallejo spray paints, and I'll tell you right now, they have been glorious. That's all I'm going to say. That's all this guy's going to say. Is they have been glorious. And they have done some great... They've made things really, really cool and easier to do. Yeah, okay. We're going to dry brush that a little bit. Okay, let's clear off this brush. I'm kind of happy with that kind of thing because we're gonna do some things here. We're gonna try to bring this guy out a little bit and darken certain things up. I think I've got an idea. So now we're going to be very controlled with our washes. Well, actually, I shouldn't go to the wash yet. Let's try to bring out some of the metallics. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an old favorite, Necron Compound. Cute. How does he know dinos? The thing is, that's all he does is he goes to the library all the time, and he is a sponge. He saw something on TV they were watching on one of the kid channels, and that kid was just gone. Goodbye. It was nice knowing him. And he will tell you, I've taken, well, matter of fact, you guys can actually see one of the videos that I took him to the Peabody Museum and how he just ran around that museum and knew everything. I think that was about a year ago, if I'm not correct. Yeah. Because we do try to document my life as much as I can. I think not like anybody cares what I put. Oh, let's see what Rob's doing today. No, it's basically for me, so I can go back and go, oh my God, because my memory's gone, everything's gone, looks are gone. Hey, it's just that time, you know. But he is a special kid. Okay, so now we have this Necron compound, which really goes good over lead belcher. Okay, and I really like. You see how light, just taking, and it brings out that metallic look that I'm looking for. There you go. That's exactly what we're looking for. And and you can see the difference. Okay, we can come over here, and then you can see the backside, and here, and backside. It's just enough where it gives you that illusion that we really have some. It looks like metal, and that's the whole thing that we're trying to create, an illusion. Like, wow, that really looks like that'll hurt if somebody hit me with it. Yeah, that's right. That's right, boy. That's right. All right, let's take a little bit more of that. Work that onto our little brush here. But even then, I think he was 2, or whatever. I mean, he was just something else. I hope this isn't too blurry. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's see what a nice thing is. Right that way is I'm looking straight at the. I've got a new setup, and it's working a lot better. So I can get closer in, and I can see all your chat things, and I don't have to drive Helen. Helen, are you going to be around? Poor Helen. Poor Helen. I want to send out some love to my girl, and that's Larissa, who is just suffering with migraines, and my God, she is in my thoughts and my prayers constantly. I just want this girl to have a good quality of life. She's been too banged up to help us here on the channel, but you know, when she was here, we were firing on all cylinders, and you know, just I can't thank her enough for the time that she was able to give us. But right now, who knows, maybe someday she'll be back, but she is very missed, and I know a certain young lady named Helen that misses her very much, and she is always was one of the best parts of this channel. And I'm saddened by the fact that she is as banged up as she is, and they're doing everything they can to help her, and I've just kind of left her be because I don't want her to feel bad. But I do want to publicly say that I am always thinking of her, and Helen and I talk about her a lot, because Helen has to counsel me. This is actually Helen's channel. I'm just a face that seems to be of it, which is probably a bad idea for the channel itself. Maybe we should just have Helen take over. Helen's Tabletop World. Now you see what I'm doing here. I'm picking out the metallic here, and I'm bringing it out. That's all I got to do. There's a lot of chain here, but you don't have to go crazy and run over it as much as you just got to just find the metal, pick it out. These chains here, see how all of a sudden, boom, here they go, they're coming right out. It's kind of hard because of the camera, but even, you know, here, these metal plates up front here, and then we got these metal plates here. I'm being very deliberate and very careful. I'm using a flat sharp brush here, And I'm just taking and I'm just hitting the things that we need to do. There we go, bringing out a little metal here. And he's got a couple of metal rings here I want to bring out. I mean, he's really into the piercing thing. I don't get it. I'm not, that's not for me. And then these little metal things here that hold this up together. And, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. And then we got like a little metallic thing here. Boom. And there. Just over the brown a little bit. Picking out our areas and just making them. And then there's one in here. Just over the Ushabi bone that we're going to be going back over with. Oh, let's bring out this plate a little bit. Hopefully I didn't lose focus. There we go. Being very deliberate but very careful. Because we don't have to want to keep on having to paint over. Because the more you paint over something, let's face it, you start to lose some of that detail. Alright. Well, he's starting to stand out now. A little bit better than the mess we originally started with. Okay. Also, he has a little eye plate here. So I want to get a little bit more of that in here. Rob is just the pretty face. Ah, Killer Rabbit. What's up, my brother? See? You can be green like the Killer Rabbit. And be able to get certain emojis. It helps support the channel, believe it or not. It's the only support the channel has. And this little plate here really just kind of stands out. Alright, there we go, because we really want that metallic plate to stand out. And there we go. A little bit more there. Did I miss anything? Oh, I missed that chain right there. Nice try. Nice try. Alright. And then it comes around. We got that. We got that. We got that. We got the metal plate there. Perfect. Alright, he's starting to look a little bit better. He's starting to come together a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Better you than me, my friend. Oh, I thought we were a team. I guess not. I guess not. I guess not. Grandpa is a Godzilla fan, and that gets passed down. Yes, he loves Godzilla. I've sent him a few Godzillas, and we went shopping, and we bought him one. He still has it. He keeps it on his dresser, and that he loves very much. All right, now we're going to play around with some shading here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take some of that Agrat Earthshade, and do I want to do that? Well, no, because I'll come back over. Well, let's try it on something. The best thing is you have a chance to mess with things a little bit. No, you know what? Okay. See, I'm debating what to do with these horns here. Okay. Should I team yes? Face the channel? No. Alright, I'm going to just stand him up. These skulls here. I can do one of two things. I can darken them up and bring them back out, which I don't want to do. But the faces here, I can do some things with. Well, we have this other dry, which is called Terminus Stone. And I think that might... We can go over that and then paint over that. I mean, shade over that. I think that's what we're going to try. It's a risk. It's a gamble. But sometimes you got to gamble. You know, when you're confused about something, sometimes you just don't have the vision for things. Be sure to check out the one of my Rob musings about having vision. Vision and getting stuck on things. Don't ever feel that you can't get by things. I'm telling you, you can. You can do this. We can do this. We can do this together. All right, so for like these skulls. See, all right. I see where I'm going. I see where I'm going. And sometimes you just have to see where the heck you're going before you get there. And I'm going to do that, but I'm telling you, I'm going to go back over the certain things. All right, like right in there. I'm going to hit that. All right. The other thing I want to do, just bear with me. We're going to get there. Promise you. Promise you. It's going to come out. And I'm trying to do this guy in the easiest way. Just look at the Kickstarter art for him. Ugh. Well, okay, but I'm trying to do something that I wanted to just kind of do off the top of my skull. Did you highlight dry brush before shading? What is the advantage of, well, sometimes you just do things differently because you're going to try to do things different. The reason I want to do this is because I want to bring this out a bit, and then I want to darken it in some sick, fanatical way. I don't know why. Like right now, because I used a black wash over that, it doesn't look that bad. I'm trying not to hit any other way but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that I try to do, okay, and with a wash every once in a while. Wash isn't totally for toning things totally down. It sometimes gives some dimension, more than just than getting in the recesses. You can use it almost to go over something that you're looking to get at. Not like these bones here. Okay, hold on, bear with me. Like these here, I'm dry brushing over these first because I want to lighten them up, because I want to darken them up a little in a little bit. I'll show you what I mean very quickly, and you'll hopefully you'll understand. I do things backwards. I don't do things like everybody else. It's just me. You're gonna dry brush that butt. Boy, we just never got away from the butt of this whole joke, of this whole video. Maybe we should change the name of the video too. Okay, there. There's a couple skulls here. Because I have something in my mind, and I'm not saying it's going to work. It probably won't. But I just have something in my head. So I want to lighten this up a little bit more. And there's a reason for it. Some psychotic reason for it. Because I just didn't like the way something looked, and it bothered me. So what do? I relighten it up. But then again, you know, honestly, it really just comes down to what works for you. Let's get in there a little bit. Create a little shadow in there. There we go. I don't know, I kind of like that there too. So let's see what that does. Go over the top of these. And there's just times where I just kind of get all over the place. And this is just one of them. Alright. Alright, so now I'm going to take a very small brush. Sorry I missed the earlier butt jokes. Yeah, it'd be good. I finally started painting. It's interesting how many different ways there are. Just done a few green horde fatties, but it was fun starting again after my Babylon 5 stuff from 20 years ago. Well, there you go. That's all that matters. Game line 146. My good friend, thank you for being a channel member and supporting the channel. It means a lot. What are you doing, Tiana? You're trying to get vegetables. Okay. Alright, it's okay. Try to be a little quiet. Shh. Shh. The Queen's trying to be very quiet. Not that she hasn't just made an entire racket coming out here. And yes, you did. You did too. Don't you try to tell me. Okay. So. Okay. Go make those. Oh, now you're making a racket. Oh, I moved it, right? Okay. That's not what we were going for. Okay, there we go. So I'm moving the thing. And I want to get some of his teeth in here. Okay. That's too big of a brush, but I can make this work. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going in here. And there's going to be something that we're going to do. And you're going to see how, I hope I can get it all done today. But I think ultimately this might be a 2-video type of thing, or the rest taped. Okay, there we got his teeth in there. Then also we want to do his fingernails, because they are gross. I mean, all these guys have bad hygiene. I mean, what the heck? I mean, really. I've never seen so many monsters with bad hygiene. Everybody said hello, Queen. But that's right. You go in the other room and start cooking. Because the king is hungry. And he must be fed. Yeah, right. She's more worried about Miss Amanda eating and keeping up her strength. That girl is very brave. Alright. And then we're just going to put someone on his tootsies. Yes, I call them tootsies. Just a touch, because I guarantee you when I do base this, it's going to get covered up, knowing me. And then, let's not forget the fingernails here. Oh my god, what's with the glasses today? Okay, there we go. Eyes and hands. It's so sad when you love something so much and it's going away, But, I'm comforted that there's some other people out there that are very good painters that will take up the cause. And my old butt is gone. There we go. All right. I don't know what to do with his eye, but I'm going to say that for last. All right, so we got that. The other thing we want to do, take a little bit of, where is it? I had it. I'm trying to move here. I don't have time to be lazy. I do love the new setup out here. It makes such a big difference in everything I do. It really does. Yeah, that guy would have yellow toenails. Why? I mean, you're doing all the killing. Why do you have to have such poor toenails? We're going to take a little bit of that XV88 that I talked about that we put on here. Yeah, we're just going to, I just want to lighten this a little bit. I don't want to get in between there. There we go. Just a touch. Just a touch. And over the top here. And just a touch. Just a touch. Don't forget the back end. And there we go. All right. All right. Clean that off. Now what? Now what, you say? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's throw a couple washes on here. And I gotta pull out one more. Hold on. All right, there's that. And there's that. So we're going to be very controlled in what we do with our washes. The first one, we don't have to be as controlled. So we're going to take some camo shade. There you go. All right. Thank you, almost a board gamer. Why are you almost a board gamer? I consider you a full board gamer. Everybody in this room is a full board gamer. All right, here we go. All right, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that green wash and I'm going to paint it over these absolutely gross faces. Why? because they're full skull heads and they've probably rotted a bit on my boy here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. This ain't cool. I mean, look at this guy. And this guy here with the pompadour. I mean, he killed him just for having that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. See how that all came together a little bit? You guys are saying, oh, Rob, what are you doing? Why are you dry brushing before you wash? Because I wanted to create the illusion that they were lighter than they seemed. And then now they're just totally disgusting, absolutely creepy. I think you get the picture. I think you get the picture. All right. Oh, did the video just stammer? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, no, it did not. I thought the video stammered there for a minute. Hopefully we're still okay there. All right. So we got that. So now we're going to close this up and we're going to put this away. So that was all I wanted to do with that guy. Now, I want to clean this off and I want to be very deliberate for once. All right. Was there anybody gross on the back end? No. No. But we're going to take some Agrath Earthshade, and this is where we're going to work some of that stuff I want to work. But I need to be very, very deliberate in what I do. I have to be very controlled and very smart. So remember when we were talking about these it did stammer a wee bit, but we caught up quickly. Okay, cool. I was talking about these. Why did I dry brush them first? Well, because I wanted to add just, I don't want this to overcome it, but I just want to kind of, there's a couple ways to do things, and I really want these things to kind of stand out, but I don't want them to get overtaken. And do you see what I was talking about now? And all of a sudden that kind of works. Kinda. All right, Amanda. What the heck? You're interrupting my live stream.
I'm sneaking.
Oh my God, this isn't Justin's stream. You can't just come out here and think that you're being sneaky.
Being quiet.
All right. Do you see what I did here? Do you see how that kind of works now? And that brings a little more depth there. Every time I think painting is almost done, you find something else to do that makes it look more amazing. Well, thank you. Amanda came out here and interrupted my flow. I'm sorry. So now we're going to have to go a little bit further. So I'm going to go over some of these skulls too, because I just think, yeah, there we go. Let's bring that out a little bit more. And because we dry brushed it first, we don't have to go back over it. But I'm being very deliberate in everything I do, because I really want to kind of just work that in there. And now it's just a matter of just taking and really just kind of finding the things that I want to bring out, like this one here. Now we already did all that metal over there. We don't want to get any of this on there. We already darkened everything up, and just kind of go over that a little bit, but not too much. If you don't want to get too much on there, and totally, and that's why we're just kind of working just a little bit, just a little bit, my friends, just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we got the horns between his yeah, okay, well, that's kind of weird. I mean, talk about trying to impress some of the other guys on the battlefield. I'm not impressed. And you have one light, for God's sakes. I mean, let it go. All right, so so again, coming up over here again and kind of working it in. And then taking this and remember, I just kind of try to lighten that up. Well, now because I lightened it up, I can kind of tease it in there a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. Right in here a little bit, and on the other side here, I can kind of work that in there. I'm not worried if I hit that green, because the brown and the green kind of go together pretty well. It's stammering again. Oh, great. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yep. There we go. we're stammering again. Let's see if we got it stammering again. All right, let's see if that helps. Oh boy. It's freezing up for me, says Godzilla. Hold on, we're just having a little bit of internet slog. Hopefully we can get through it. Let me try something here. Yeah, I got it, Helen. I got it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Boy, do I take a shot and do that. I don't know. How far behind are we? Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, I saw that we were stammering. I want to see if it was the camera or it was the other part, but it seems like we're okay now. We got out of that. We're gonna go back in a minute. Okay. All right, let's go back down. I think we're gonna be okay. So I'm not gonna look there. Okay, there we go. And I think we'll be all right going forward. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it. All right, so here we go. So getting back to this guy, I'm gonna have to keep it going, keep it moving pretty good. I want to take a little bit of that and just work it in here a little bit, and in there, and in here. I want to work in here a little bit, and then I'm going to work in here. I'm going to try to wrap this up because it looks like we're having, I think because we have some weather coming through, we could be losing a little bit here. So just bear with me, and hopefully we can get through the rest of this stream pretty quickly. Sorry we had a little bit of interference. And right up here into his glove. And Helen's now telling me it's freezing and it's choppy and other stuff. But I'll try to speed this up a little bit. So I'm just going to hit this all in here. And then I'm going to come back here. Let's get a little bit more. And we're just going to try to speed things up. So I'm sorry that we're having some internet problems, but of course, you know, I haven't streamed in what, 100 years, and now we're having internet problems. Well, no, it's because we got a bad storm coming through, and I can hear it out there starting to get going a little bit. So we're going to come back over the top here, over this. I want to come back over that face. And I'm being very controlled in what I do. I'm not trying to overcome anything or overdo anything. Let's get over here. So I'm going to flip back over. And then we're going to come back over these without hitting too much of his skin. So hopefully we won't stammer. I got the screen split. All right, there we go. I think we're going to be all right. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to be very controlled in what I do here. Yeah, we just had a little bump in the road. Alan, if you could timestamp it and just tell them that it does clear it at some point, I'd appreciate it. Like you don't do enough. Alright, let me just get that set, because I was so busy there. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take some new oil. And what am I going to do with that? Well, the first thing is, I got too much when I was dry brushing over the face. I really kind of want to go over his hair and darken up his hair a little bit. And this beard here. Alright, there we go. Being very... and move it around. Because honestly, I don't think his hair is that gray. And if it is, man, he must have a lot of guilt. I mean, he has to live with a lot of guilt, honestly. And just move that into there. And you can see it does help. It doesn't take it all out, but it does darken up the base of that hair, which I'm trying to accomplish. Perfect. And there. Now this here is where I go to a very thin brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this wash. I'm going to put this where I can't knock it over like we did with the other one at $7 a bottle. And all I'm going to do is I want to come in here. I want to start applying the wash over the dry brushed area. And I want to bring out certain areas. Like his abdomen there, right? Kind of want to sell that a little bit. And then he has another little area in here. Bring out. Just try to clean this up just a little bit. Look for little areas that we can kind of clean up. Kind of got it there. We can come a little bit farther in here. We can work around the pectoral area. There's the other pectoral area here. There we go. And just have that kind of sit up a little bit more. When that dries, it'll make a difference. Looks like dry paint is painting designed for dry what? Dry paints or dry brush? Dry paints are, yeah, I've been using dry paints. Dried up, nasty paints. Now, the other thing I kind of want to do here. Boy, I don't know what to do with that eye. Maybe we just give him like just a nasty red Mephisto eye. I think that might work. If I don't like it, I can always paint over it. That's the beauty of it. So, let's head in here. And I'm just going to very slowly I like the red eye. Red eye. Yep, perfect. All right. Gameline has a question above. Dry paint. It's a term I've heard in a video. The way they talk, it was not the same as dry brushing, but I may have misunderstood. No, whoever was talking about it, it doesn't matter. It's a dry paint from Citadel, and it's used for certain things. I tend to use it a little bit kind of like a dry brush, but that's me. I mean, I'm not an expert here. I really ain't. Dry brushing is when you take a wet paint and you wipe as much of it off and there's just very little on the brush, and there you go. The other thing is these things here. I was thinking of playing around and doing something a little different here. And that's taking some Carisburg Crimson and Yeah, pop that bad boy open. And basically get a good amount of it. A brush. And now that we have this all, why not? Right? Why not? And you're saying, oh no, Rob, what are you doing? Trust me. Trust me. I have an idea here. And I want to work that into there. I'm going to flip over. And we're going to work that into there a bit. Like so. Hopefully this isn't stammering, because I'm not watching. And I'm going to put a little bit of that there. And I was thinking of going over this guy's face. Kind of just working it in here very lightly. Into there. Alright. We're going to come back to another color that we have. We're going to kind of blend this all together. And I didn't want to do it until I got this in there. And just kind of want to, because that's the weird part of him. He's got this weird leg here. And I kind of want to just, okay, easy there. And then I had pink on. Oh god. Dry brushing is cool. It's such a great technique. You're 100% right there. I don't want to hit the chain, but I do want to. Oh, we got a little on his butt. We could work it that way. I mean, work the stub. Work the stub. Okay. Come over in the front end. Between there. Okay. Now what are we going to do? What, you say? We're going to take some of that Agrath Earthshade and kind of work that in there. Kind of work that in there. Take a little bit of that. I'm going to put that up in there. And I'm just going to kind of blend a little bit of that in there. So I took the Agrath Earthshade, as you can see, and I'm kind of blending it in there a little bit. Not letting that red take total control there. So you have this kind of like weird brown, ugh, you know? And I'm just kind of just going with what works for me. I don't know. I think it'll come out great when it dries, if it ever dries. And let's get a little bit more in there. Come on. And just kind of give that, ooh, this guy is gross kind of thing going on. I think that kind of works for me. I don't know why. Chad, how are you? And there we go. Now I'm going to clear that off my brush. Because personally, that's what I want to do. And I'm going to take the smaller brush and we're just going to go over his teeth. Remember we did his teeth earlier. I'm going to work that into his mouth. And we want to kind of work that Agrath Earthshade into his fingernails. Like I said, tried a little something different here. Guy's not perfect, but it's not bad either. I think it's an easy way to do this guy. There we go. And then we're going to come in here. And there, and there. Perfect. I don't think he's half bad. I mean, it's not half bad. I mean, he's nasty, he's mean. You know what? I think we should just take one more thing to do here because it's standing out and it's kind of driving me crazy. And let's just shake up a little bit of this new oil. And I want to take the small brush with this. And I kind of want to go over his eye a little bit. The metallic eye. There we go. Yeah, that kind of stands out a little bit better, don't it? That kind of sells a little better. Maybe we can just fix the nostrils here. There we go. Maybe a couple more indentations into the forehead we can bring out. Like so. Just little things. Just little things. Alright. I don't think that's pretty bad, okay, for a 1 hour video. Okay? And it's not the it's not perfect, okay? It's far from it, okay? If you're expecting perfection, you're not going to find it here. But we do like to try to show you a quick way to do things. And yeah, he's gross. I think I'm going to fix when that dries. I'll clean that butt up. I don't like it there. Yeah. Well, when that dries, I'll clean that up. And then I've just got to fix a little area there. But for the most part, you see what I'm getting at. When this dries, it'll make sense. You could put a little blood for the blood god there. Get a little something. Thank you, Skinny Jeans. Adam, how are you? So pretty good. Once we base it, it'll look a lot better. And who would win? That's the question that we would ask here. Who would win? Would it be this two-headed guy? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, focus. Would it be my two-headed guy or this guy? That's the question we have to ask. And we do ask questions around here. All right, let me see if I have any. Oh, boy. Don't tell me. Ah, here we go. Now, while we're here, I want to talk about something real quick. Thank you, Godzilla. See this guy? This guy's gross. I just tried something different with this guy. I don't think it worked all the way, but I'm not too disappointed in it. And out of all the guys I did, this guy I kind of got lost in. And you're going to have that, where you're going to get lost with a figure. And I did. But blood for the blood god. Now, this stuff here, some people like to smear it all over the place. That's just not me. It's just not me. I'm somebody that kind of likes to it's subtle, less is more. So we're just gonna add just little touches here. I mean, we can just, and I think it just adds just that little bit. That's all. That's it. Because too much, I think you start looking at the blood instead of. And, you know, I'm not somebody that puts this on all my weapons. But, you know, for some people it really works. And I think for this guy, it helps break up some of that contrast. And it really it really works. So they're fighting over paints. Yes, exactly. All right. I don't know what to call this guy. Helen, if you figure out what to call him, you can call that, and you can change the name of the video. But just a real simple paint job for him. I need to clean up a few things, but you know, we just don't have time to wait for it to dry and clean things up. But I'll definitely show you guys when it's done. I'm going to take a picture, put this up on Twitter or whatever the heck they call that damn thing. But I think you see where I'm getting at. Okay, there we go. Boom. All right. I hope you enjoyed this, most of all. And let's go to our main view so we can see my shining face in all its glory. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Okay. I hope... oh, by the way, Adam, how are you? The flecking, the blood looks good too. All right. It took an hour. I think an hour video is more than enough. I was really trying to be about 45 minutes, but we had some stammering problems with the video. We had a few other issues, and then I kind of got lost. And you know, you're going to run into some figures that you do get lost. I'm not a professional painter. Okay, I'm not the best at it. And you know, where this guy, I kind of got where I was going with it, and I kind of got sidetracked and did a couple other things, and then, you know, you get that. And I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's one of my better things, but you know, maybe I'll think of something to tighten it up a little bit. It just needs a little tightening, and I think it'll be right where I need to be. Then we'll base it and we'll be good to go. Hey, we're gonna continue on. You know, I've got a few guys. A matter of fact, we've got some things that we are going to turn around and paint. You're gonna see plenty of painting videos. We're back doing painting. We're doing the Flesh Storm. Okay, can you change that in the title? I really appreciate it, Helen. I love you to death. You are so good. So here's the Flesh Storm. We got it. We're done. We're moving on. I know somebody requested that I do the one with the skull dress, the Tyrant. So you're going to see a video before that on this guy here. Hold on. I will show you. You're going to see a video on this guy first and how you paint him. And then after that, we'll have the skull Tyrant. Cheers, Rob. Gotta go. See you soon, champ. Good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Skinny Jeans, Eric, Dutch, Adam, King Fat. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Ding, 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 ding. We're so close to 10,000. Help a brother out. And, of course, if you're not a channel member, please consider it. It really does help with all the paints I have to buy. But we've got so much content coming. You're going to enjoy it. Tomorrow, War and Pieces comes back. It skipped a week because we were doing Hate Week. And then you got some really cool things coming up. I think you're all going to love it. So I love you all. I really do. Thank you so much. Tomorrows are never guaranteed. Be kind to somebody. Always be good to your neighbor, and be good to each other, and you will find you will have a fulfilled life. And that is the best thing I can ever ask for you. Pick up a brush, be creative, expand your horizons, and find the beauty of the world. You can do it. Until next time, it is your old pal Rob. Now I have to hang here for a second because Helen tells me to hang because I cut myself off. Until next time, we will see you soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.